Hello, yes, good morning. Today we are going to discuss on care of ears. Our ears are very precious. The day we have born, we have been listening to our mother's voice and we recognize our mother's voice. A newborn baby is able to recognize his mother's voice as he is born. When we are children during the school age period, hearing is very important because it helps you in your education purpose and your social skills to improve your social skills. As an adult, it is very important because if we are getting deprived of hearing or if we are not able to hear properly, we can miss our job opportunities and our earning can be affected. As an retired person or a senior citizen, if we have a hearing problem and if we don't treat it, then we can be frustrated, depressed, there can be miscommunication. Adults, if family members are talking something and we feel that they're talking about us, so these issues can happen. Memory loss, since you're not able to hear what others are speaking, you tend to have a memory loss. You don't tend to remember what people speak, and then it leads to memory loss. Hence, hearing is very important. Now, let us see how do we take care of ears. First is that when we have upper respiratory tract infection, that is cold, it's always recommended that you first go for steam inhalations. On the first day of your cold itself, you start for steam inhalations with few drops, 6 to 8 drops of Nilgiri oil or eucalyptus oil. Nilgiri oil is a permanent permanent solution for cold. So it's always recommended that you have to use a Nilgiri oil. For children or newborn babies or maybe small children, you can apply that Nilgiri eucalyptus oil around his maybe on the blanket, okay, or on his cloth or dress what he's been wearing. But no applying Nilgiri oil directly or no putting Nilgiri oil directly into your ears or nose. You have to put on the handkerchief and then you can smell it. Why Nilgiri? It has a very strong smell, aroma. It helps you to uh, get out of your cold very fast. How does it do? Is that there's a common tube to the nose and the ear called the Eustachian tube. So any infection in that Eustachian tube will give you ear blockage or decreased hearing. Hence, when you're using the Nilgiri oil, it helps to reduce that blockage. Second thing is that there are sinuses around your nasal cavity. These sinuses supply oxygen to the brain through these sinuses. So when we have cold, these sinuses get blocked. So when we are doing a stimulation with Nilgiri, it tries to open up these sinuses and enough oxygen gets into the brain. Now the thing is that we have realized that after 2 to 3 days of cold, if we don't take proper medications, we get into fever. Why does that happen? Is that since the sinuses are blocked, enough oxygen is not getting into the brain, and then the brain reacts as in being feverish. So it's very important that you get into stimulation on the first day of your cold. Second is avoid using earbuds. Some people have habit of continuously cleaning their ears, not required. Two things you're doing is that you're removing the hair and the oil which is there in the ear. Second thing is that if there is wax in the ear, you're trying to pierce it more inside. Now we all have to remember is that in children the ear canal is straight and in adults the ear canal is like this. So when we are putting earbud in the ears, we are trying to directly affect the eardrum and the eardrum can get ruptured. But in adults, when you are trying to put it somewhere, it stops, it blocks. And then we try to move our ear like this and then it goes in this. So what happens? The wax tends to go more inside. So it is not helping into cleaning your ears. So avoid using your earbud. Some people have habit of putting soap, then water, flushing it with water, towel, cleaning with towel. Not required to do anything. Just try to clean this part of the ear, but that is enough. Third is that avoid loud noise exposure. Exposure can be working in a place which is noisy. Second thing, firecrackers bursting near to the ear. Third thing is that in a very severe road traffic accident where you have been your eardrum maybe have ruptured because of that accident, because there was a lot of loud noise getting into the ear. Fourth most important reason is that it's very important that children are using earphones. Just imagine a one fine day when the firecrackers burst, you get so upset and annoyed. But just imagine the earphone being so near to the ear, continuously bombardment or noise is getting in your ears. Eardrum is a very thin layer of skin. So when there is noise getting on in the eardrum, there is continuously movement of the eardrum. Hence, the eardrum tends to move front and back. And first is the tissue, the layer has been affected, the skin has been affected, it tends to become more thinner. And second thing is that we get into intolerance to loud sound because the texture of the eardrum has been affected. Hence, it's always said that it's always good to listen to speaker. Headphones are much better than just those tiny earphones, but again, we have to restrict that noise getting into the ear. The most important thing of hearing is you never realize your hearing loss till you lose 50% of your hearing. And there are teenagers who have come to me during their routine health checkup, and we have found that they have started getting a hearing loss at a higher frequencies. Now higher frequencies are more sensitive to noise and these frequencies go down. Along with that, higher frequencies are very important for speech intelligibility or clarity of the sounds. Hence, we feel that I'm hearing something but I don't understand. Now these issues happen because the higher frequencies are affected. Fourth is mobile usage. Yes, everyone in the house has a mobile. It's been an important gadget in the house. It's a necessity of life. Mobile usage, again, speaker mode is always better. Second option, using earphones but using one ear, then changing onto other ear, not both the ears together. Together. Again, earphones or any calls to be not be taken more than 5 minutes. If the call lasts for more than 5 minutes, using a speaker mode. Bluetooth again is not recommended because it has radiations. Okay, again when you are using a direct phone into the ear, not continuously on one ear for more than 5 minutes, you always try to change because you are giving some rest to one ear. One more thing of ear is that any loss due to noise is reversible. So up to 50% if there is a loss, it can come back to normal. But if we don't take care of our ear, these children will get into hearing problems at their 30s and 40s because they are exposed to noise at the age of a very early age. And it's a very big noise. Adults are also using earphones for their watching movies, which is not required. So try to take care of your ear. We never realize our hearing loss or our hearing till we get into hearing problems. Nowadays there have been vertigo, tinnitus, that is sound coming from the ears. These are some of the reasons why people are getting prone to hearing issues just because we are not able to take care of our ear. Hence, I strongly recommend that we have to be cautious when we are using these gadgets. Along with that, no using earbuds, steam inhalations on the first day itself when you have cold. So please take care of your ear. Timely testing of your ear is very important even when you have a doubt that I have a hearing problem. Because sometimes I told you, we never realize our hearing loss till we lose 50% of your hearing. So the day when you come itself, you will know what are your hearing frequencies and intensities. For examples, we do a hearing test. So this is the audiogram. So it has certain frequencies and intensity. Okay, these are the intensities. Now till 50, normal hearing is up to 25. Okay, and you'll never realize till you lose 50% of your hearing. And after 50% when you lose, you will start using a hearing aid or any treatment. So it's better you go for a hearing test whenever you are prone to noise exposure. In senior citizen, when there is diabetes, tuberculosis, kidney issues, it's always recommended that you go for a hearing test. It has to be your routine, because again in tuberculosis, what happens when a person is been affected with uh, TB, when he has TB, he will, a very high dose of steroids have been given to that patient, and it affects your hearing, and some of the steroids do affect your hearing. But when you realize that there is a hearing loss, or you feel tinnitus, or there is some change in your hearing, or you feel block in your ears, when you do a hearing test and if there is some hearing loss found, immediately the dose is been reduced. If it is given in one part, it may be divided into 4 parts so that your hearing is preserved. So these are the benefits if the hearing test has been done in patients with tuberculosis. We have done a research on this and the results are still being awaited. But yes, it's very important to get into hearing testing when for a patient with TB. So these are some of the things I have told you, and I definitely we have to think about our future and our benefits of ourselves and take care of our ear, because it's a most precious gift which has we got from this universe. Thank you.